Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video, and it's game on. I got my rapper chain on, and it's game on. I got my chain on, and it's game on. We're talking about Cardi B, and it's game on. I got my chain on. Okay, now let's get into this video because guess what? I've seen a few Cardi B fans in the comment section saying that I look more like Cardi B than Cardi B. Like, I can't believe you people are taking life so seriously. Laugh a little because I'm a Jamaican. Nickname is the norm in my culture. My daughter, I have 101 nicknames for her. All of them she answers to. Like my friends, they have 101 nicknames for me. And if you should hear some of them, honey, you would roll over. I promise you. So when I hear that Nikki was calling Cardi B Cardi B, I thought it was funny. I didn't see it as any insult or humiliation. Barney, how does Barney become an insult or humiliation? And Barney is not known for anything bad. I tell you, Bird Brain Nation, some of y'all, you need to take a dozen chill pill or more because, honey, y'all ain't got any sense of humor. And that's why you want Cardi B to stay with Stefon Diggs, because I am convinced that some of Cardi B's fans, they're not real fans. I think they are wolves in sheep clothing. You know, that enemy in disguise, because why the hell would you want this woman to stay with that man? Why the heck do you want that for someone who you love and adore? Do you think, look at Stefon Diggs. Do you think that is gonna settle with anyone anytime soon, honey? No, it ain't gonna happen. No. Yes, we're talking about Cardi B. Let's get to it because, honey, as I've been telling you all, that it is alleged that Cardi B is still communicating with Stefon Diggs, and Cardi B is still seeing Stefon Diggs allegedly low-key. Now, I don't know where the hell Cardi B gets her energy, but Cardi B was in Dominica a few days ago, and I'm wondering, is Cardi B in Dominica really to look for a family, or is Cardi B in Dominica for some juju? I'm wondering, you know, did she come to the Caribbean for the good Caribbean juju? Who knows? Because the tour still continues, so she cannot fix the BBL as yet because she said she was going to take out some of the fat, right? And I'm learning this. It happens to them. That is why Bernice has, reduced her BBL because it was deflating, right? And I came across another young lady who got a BBL. She said she lost the BBL fat, even though she gained weight, which is a possibility. But what that girl did, she hit the gym and she said she was able to build back her buttocks and she never had to get any additional plastic surgery. But I've been seeing, Cardi B's on tour and she's on the chair where she's bouncing up her booty up and down, and people are saying that Cardi B BBL is falling out. It's her natural fat that is in her buttocks, so it's not possible for it to fall out like that. You would see sack of fat falling out, and if you see that happening on stage, she would be sick, fainting, emergency. So that's not possible for the BBL to fall out, as some critics are saying. So cut that out. Cut that out. But I'm just saying, I've seen videos where she shares she's in Dominica with her family. So I'm wondering if she came to Dominica for some good juju, to get that Diggs, to get Diggs to calm his ass down, because he needs to. Like, if someone should say, here's Cardi B in Dominica, and she's seeing a witch doctor, and she went there to get Stefon Diggs to calm his ass down, I would say, right on, girl, because he needs to have several seats, right? And someone needs to cool his ass down because he has been out here doing way too much. So, Cardi B, if you went to Dominica to calm that nigga's ass down with juju, he deserves it because he has been doing way too much out here, okay? But Guys, I'm learning that Barnaby wants back her man and she's gonna be serious with him this time around. Like, I can't take Barnaby serious. As DJ Akademiks would say, Cardi B loves toxic men. And you know what? I've never realized it until DJ Akademiks said it, because I'm saying like, what the hell are the chances you left from Offset to a man? If you switch on Offset, you get Stefon, right? So what are the chances? And not just that, they're both womanizers and multiple baby mama issues and all of that. But I believe Stefon Diggs and Cardi B, they are back together again. You know why? It's hard for Barnaby to get Stefon Diggs out of her system. When Barnaby loves, she loves hard. And whenever she's with Stefon Diggs, remember that she was with Offset and the drama and the mess. But when she steps out with Stefon Diggs, honey, and Stefon Diggs, the New England Patriots, it was like a sonic boom effect. So it was beneficial for both of them being together. But what Stefon Diggs was doing with cheating with these other girls, getting so many girls pregnant, and when we were looking at the timeline, honey, when we look at that timeline, you know there was a lot of cheating going on Barnaby. I don't know how she does it, you know. I don't know how the heck she does it, because now it is alleged that there are some people in the industry with some STDs flowing around. And you know who's revealing this information? The industry sweetheart, none other than Selena Powell, right? And who should know better than Selena Powell? Because Selena Powell is not just saying people in the industry has STDs and STIs. Selena Powell is actually calling name. And you know how the industry rolls. It's like it's like a koi pond, right? It's like a koi pond. So in that koi pond, you have the same set of fishes, right? And it's like they all go around and mate with each other. So if what Selena Powell is saying about people, and she's calling specific names in the industry having STD and STI, it's just those two people. Because the two names that she's calling, those two people, they go around with different people. And those people, the two names that is being called, those two people go around with other people. And those two people, they reproduce too. So if those two people have the STD, like what Selena Powell is saying, it's not just those two people. Everyone that comes in contact with that male, if they go unprotected, then it means that the people that they sleep with, they're gonna get it. So Barney needs to be careful if she's really back with Stefon Diggs, because if you're listening to DJ Akademiks, right? DJ Akademiks has a lot of connection in the music industry. And most recently, DJ Akademiks is like, Stefon Diggs has smashed this set of people, that set of people, and he's telling you that the same woman that Offset has slept with, Stefon Diggs has slept with those same women, and it's true. And when I initially said it, you remember that girl? It started from Sky Marlene. Sky Marlene was with Stefon Diggs, and we saw Stefon Diggs and Sky Marlene were together. And we saw Sky Marlene with Offset, right? And Sky Marlene was like, what? Two people can't party together. We were just hanging out, because evidently Sky Marlene wanted to get under Cardi B's skin, because you know that Sky Marlene, she loves to come out and say Stefon Diggs is her only man, and you don't see me putting my feet on any other man's face. And the man that you see me rubbing my feet on his face, that's my man. And that was Stefon Diggs So, as you guys know, I shared a clip with you guys of Sky Marlene rubbing her foot in Stefon Diggs' face. So, as such, Sky Marlene, she wanted to prove to the world that she was with Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs is her only man, and that was to get under Cardi B's skin. So, think about it. Sky Marlene is with Stefon Diggs, then we see her with Offset, and she tried to play it off that it's nothing, they were just partying, right? And then we know about little Miss who? Pre. And Pre and Stefon Diggs, they're good friend, and we know that Pre used to deal with Stefon Diggs. And this is what I'm saying. DJ Akademiks has highlighted that both Stefon Diggs and Offset, they've dealt with the same woman. So, the point is, if we're hearing that there are people in the industry giving out packages, Cardi B needs to be very careful, because Stefon Diggs gets around, and he gets around so much so that I'm learning that some of the guys in the industry, they're planning to jump Stefon Diggs. They're planning to beat him up, right? And that Offset said that he's gonna beat Stefon Diggs' ass. And most recently, today, it's coming out now where Selena Powell is saying all Offset talks about is just Cardi B. She says all Offset wants to do is to gamble, smash, cuddle, and talk about Cardi B. So Offset is not over Cardi B. So this means that if Cardi B is back with Stefon Diggs, as I'm learning, and they're planning to come back, big time, because Cardi B loves the hype of being with Stefon Diggs, it drives her excitement, and it is also mutually benefiting for both Cardi and Stefon Diggs, because I've showed you guys proof that when Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are together, when you look at the media outlets reporting on them, you're getting over 100 reports on Cardi B and Stefon Diggs daily. And what brand looks on is your popularity. Now, what we take away from that a little bit is the allegations that Stefon Diggs has against him. And as I've said to you guys in my previous video, he's planning on nipping those in the bud by settling all the cases quickly, because he has a fifth team that wants to pick him up, but they're telling him to settle his affairs first. So he's going to settle his affairs. And when he settled those affairs, we're going to see him and Cardi B back out here. He's going to be on his fifth team. So Cardi B is going to be back with Diggs, honey. She's going to be back with him. But what I would say to Cardi B is this, right? Look, as a woman, I'm going to say I understand Cardi B to some extent. I understand that for people like her who loves hard, it is hard for her to get men out of her system. And that's why if you look at her and Offset, it took her quite a while to get rid of Offset. And then when she got rid of Offset, she, went to Stefon Diggs, and Stefon Diggs turned out to be a bad choice. And you guys remember when she said she didn't want to leave Offset because she don't want to leave Offset, and then after she left him, she don't want to see him treating another woman better. That is one of her fears when she said that she didn't want to leave him, because she's saying like next thing she leaves, and then when she looks, he's going to take another woman and he's going to treat another woman better. So that was one of her reasons for sticking around with Offset. No, Cardi B needs to understand that she cannot do the same thing with Stefon Diggs. She needs to get Diggs out of her system. It's good press, it is good tabloids, some parts, but when it comes to the fact that this guy is going to cheat on you repeatedly, and he's doing so unprotectingly, no protection, right? Because he's gonna get babies. It's not if, it's not buts, it's his repertoire to get women pregnant. It's his repertoire, okay? So he's gonna get babies this year. And if packages are being handed out in the industry and being passed around, honey, you don't want to be a part of that. You don't want to be a part of the package handing out circle. You don't want to be a part of the koi pond, okay? But I'm learning that they're planning to come back bigger and better than ever. I would say to Barney B, don't fight for this man when anyone is talking about him on social media, because that is her nature, to fight and say he's innocent and he's this and he's that and he's that and he's that. And when she steps out and she fights for these men, guess what happened? They always leave her to shame and humiliation. And then it looks so bad in her because everyone is saying, you're claiming a man that is not claiming you. So I hope she doesn't come out to claim this dude again, because we've seen it like, are you going to give Cardi B the ring? No, I have to get my ring first. Name some Cardi B songs. Oh, I only know WAP. We haven't even seen him at her Little Miss Drama tour, even though I'm learning that he showed up, but he was backstage, and I'm learning that Offset showed up as well, and Offset was backstage allegedly. I don't know how true that is. But I think he should have shown up with an entourage, and he should be in that crowd so that we all can see. But he's not going to do that so we all can see, because he doesn't want that to ruin his flow with his other women, because he wants to have everyone on a string like a puppet. That's what he's doing. Having Barney B and all these other girls on a string like a damn puppet. But hey, if Barney B wants that lifestyle for herself, better her than me, honey. Better her than me. But I'm going to keep my eyes peeled, because I know they have not ended things, and I know it's just a matter of time for us to see Barnaby back with Diggs, okay? But let me know what you guys think, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.